XRP is at 38 cents, guys. We did see a slight dump, as you guys can see right here. Does this mean that the XY is about to have its relief rally? Now, why do we see it? Is because of this right here. Call your mother, right? But these stocks did have a red day today. So let's prepare, guys. I mean, we have been seeing a lot of people flip-flopping. Some people are now bullish, some people are bearish, right? Some people are calling for the collapse, some people are calling for the bull run. What's going to happen? In fact, we know what's going to happen. In today's video, today's video has to be one of the more interesting and crazier videos we have recently had, guys, right? Or I have actually made recently. Now, it's because today we're going to be talking about the specific events that will take place before the collapse. But next, before interpretation of financial advisor, sum of value only. Now, Davos watch. The WEF is now quote-unquote predicting catastrophic global cyber attacks in the next 2 years. Here we go. In the next 2 years, this means by 2025 maximum, folks. Oh my, I can't believe it. Guys, listen very carefully. If you guys don't like the video or share, I'll really appreciate it as well. Spread awareness.
We're here today to share the findings of the World Economic Forum's Global Security Outlook Report 2023. This is a result of research in collaboration with the forum's communities and our partner Accenture, in which we've interviewed and sought input from over 300 executives globally. The most striking finding that we found is that 93% of cyber leaders and 86% of cyber business leaders believe that the geopolitical instability makes a catastrophic cyber event likely in the next 2 years. We're here.
Come on, guys. They just remember they put everything in plain sight, right? If you can't see it, then I don't know. Predicting or planning, guys, right? So in reality, they're not really predicting, right? They're telling you what's going to happen. We got confirmed, folks. Remember, we were literally talking about all these types of events that will take place in the future, during the collapse or before it, right? A long time ago, years ago. The narrative continues following the glossy WEF video, preparing you for Internet V version 2.0, where you will need digital ID and cleared social credits to connect, right? So if this points towards the collapse, guys, we basically just got confirmed that we know we could pinpoint it now in the next 2 years. So I believe that will be next year, guys, right? The collapse. Which means the catastrophic cyber attack has to happen at the same time. Which means not only that, we're going to see blackouts happening, food shortages. What else, guys? Right? Everything happening at the same damn time. So people are in panic mode like never before. Now, while that's happening, guys, there's so many different narratives and agendas at play, right? So while everyone is focused at strictly the WF. Are they tunnel vision? Because look at this right here. From Brad Garlinghouse discussing the Hinman emails today at Davos. Can't wait for these to come out, or maybe they won't if it's that damning, right? While everyone else is being distracted, remember what Bearable Guy 123 told us, right? To keep our eye on the damn prize, right? Why? Because we're going to be talking, guys. I can't believe it. Listen to this.
Well, I mean, two things. One, something called regulation through enforcement is never a particularly efficient way to regulate, right? If you want to regulate, do the work, write the rules, codify the rules. And when a company comes to you and says, hey, help me understand the rules, I want to make sure we're following the rules, help them understand the rules. I met personally with the SEC 3 times. Not once in those meetings did the SEC ever say to me, hey, and by the way, we're totally transparent about what we're doing. Not once did the SEC say, hey, we think XRP might be a security. So then for the later on to go back and say, hey, the whole time we thought XRP was a security, we just didn't tell you. That doesn't feel like a genuine partnership between public sector and private sector. Moreover, and some of this stuff I'll be more vague about because some of this stuff, it hasn't been public yet. But there's something called the Hinman email. Bill Hinman, the director of corporate finance at the SEC, gave a speech in June 2018 about how ETH had been a security, but had magically become not a security. And there's some emails associated with that the judge ordered turned over 6 times. We finally did get those emails. And I think when those come to light, I think you will see more kind of like, how is it possible the SEC decided to bring a case against Ripple, given what they were saying within their own walls?
Yeah, and
if you guys paid attention, quote unquote, when those come to light, right? connected to what? The BG123 image. That 2023 is the year that the truth will come forth into the light, right? Everything will get exposed. We just got confirmed by Brad Garlinghouse. So, you guys ready? Because there are so many insane connections, guys, in today's video. Now, guys, there's the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now, this is called White Interesting from Baba Cox. What are the odds? December 22 to January 22. You guys can see the scales and justice timeline, right? Or the emoji right here. From December 22 to January 22, which we have just seen Brad Garlinghouse speak on the Hinman emails, right? A little bit on it. Making it public for everyone now to hear and see. This is why we should be very careful, guys, of Ethereum and these other S coins and useless coins, right? Remember, 99.9% have to go away. Now, the United States Department of Justice, basically, Justice Department to announce an international cryptocurrency enforcement action, right? This just came out today, guys. I'm not sure what they did state, but I'll be doing a little bit more digging and find out. Again, this is where the 99.9% of these coins have to go away, guys, right? At the same time, the vote on EU's landmark Mika crypto bill delayed again at the same time frame of December 22 to January 22. That's crazy if you ask me, right? I need to add this in here because this is important. They delayed this crypto bill. Why? Because the world isn't just yet ready, guys, right? We're getting so close, but it's just not yet ready. Because I stated before, guys, can they delay these cryptocurrency regulations right before the collapse or during it, right? So XRP gets that green light during turmoil, the catastrophic collapse, right? So can they delay it? Breaking: bankers and regulators at WF Davos express concerns about Bitcoin adoption and call for urgent regulation. There we go, right? So all of these people want regulations in the crypto industry, in the crypto sphere. Why? So they could go on with the next plan, which is what? To remove a lot of these useless coins and bring forth the actual coins that serve utility, right? That solve these real world problems, which is definitely what? XRP and a few other coins. But XRP, in my humble opinion, will reign supreme. Remember, there will be one ring that rules them all, right? This has to be one of the more crazier connections I have seen, guys, right? You guys ready? Do you all remember what Mr. Poole said? Watch closely: April, May, June, July. This is why we are referring to April and the storms that will ensue. Don't get played by fake outs. Macro is a S storm waiting to happen. Now, I don't know about that April, May, June, July time frame, about possibly when the collapse takes place, guys. I mean, it could happen, right? A lot of people were talking about a collapse is looming and whatnot. I mean, it is, but is it happening anytime soon, right? But listen to this. This is where I was thinking more deeply about this right here. Be aware of sudden events, unexpected, world shattering. Do not look further. All answers in the past, future will be repeated. This is a simulation attempt. You cannot stop it. Now, universal basic income, assistance for the people, stimulation for the economy, real motives hidden. This was in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, or was it 2022, guys? Think about this for just a moment. The timeline is clear. Do we know when the collapse will take place? We cracked the code, folks. It's going to be after UBI. Do we know why? Because if the future proves the past and the past proves the future, back at 2020, they were handing out these stimulus checks because of the thing that was taking place back then, right? In order to prop up the economy, in order to stimulate the economy. Because if they didn't do that, the economy would have collapsed that back then, right? It was already flash crashed, folks, and the Federal Reserve came in to swooped in and saved the day, right? The people were panicking, so they started giving out these stimulus checks. Next up on the timeline, so it seems like, is first we're going to see UBI take place, right? So more of that. And it seems like, remember, Congress were talking about UBI and whatnot recently. Multiple digital assets to be integrated into the future financial systems. If you go here, abrupt change for Swift, resets will occur swiftly, financial reset overnight. After all that have probably first would have happened, right? Then stay alert. Early warning systems will fail. This is how we know, are we close to the collapse? Yes, because we have seen a lot of turmoil, right? A lot of these systems failing as we speak. Everything's propped up. And now I had a realization that soon an opportunity will come to reinvest. Do it. Do not wait. I think this is during the collapse, folks, right? Could it be? Could it not be? I'm not. In my opinion, I think it is. Other people think that this reinvestment opportunity has already passed, right? That they have correlated this sentence to XRP. But could it connect to the entire financial system, right? So when the collapse takes place, that's your time to reinvest. Do it. Do not wait. Because, do we know why? Oh, and by the way, these are the early warning systems. Sudden devaluation of fiat, banks not safe, right? All that stuff will be taking place. Bank runs, I mean, the cyber attacks, all those things, guys, right? Power blackouts, I mean, fear equals control. Now, 2020 was a test. Exactly, we just got confirmed more of that. We haven't seen anything yet, guys, because when the collapse takes place, that's the real thing, right? This is why we cannot even comprehend it, guys. And this is why I think I'm just going to hold my XRP 100%, guys, right? Every other asset I'm going to sell, though, for gold and silver. So, interesting. Very fascinating stuff. Because, check this out. Estimates are about 2 days until U.S. national debt hits $33 trillion, right? This correlates with the collapse, guys, right? That the world cannot handle it any longer. It literally cannot handle it any longer, guys, right? They have propped up. This is a house of cards to fall. Now, when we talk about debt, are we talking about NESARA, National Economic Security and Reformation Act, forgives all credit card, mortgage, and other bank debt? Right? How else would they pay it? They can't, guys. So what do they have to do? Right? Perhaps it's all wiped out, as Mr. Poole did state. And there's a few other things here. Let's just wait and see to see what actually takes place, guys. Now, the fountain for today's video comes from Manifest. Again, I watched this video. It's all about astrology 100%. Enjoy the last weeks of the old world. From March, we'll see the world completely different. Think, why is ISO 20022 March new beginnings, folks? Wow, right? The same time frame, basically. They create things and align it with the heavens above. Now, I believe March is when we'll see the pump occur, right? Or that's when we should start pumping, guys. Possibly in the year 2024 is when it all dumps, right? Or collapses, shall we say. Who knows what price XRP will be before the collapse? Possibly $10, $20, $30, $50, $100, a couple of hundred, $1,000. I don't know, guys. Well, this is why there are too many variables, right? We have to pay attention and wait and see. Day by day, guys. We have to take it day by day, not financial advice. My name is Seth. See ya.